Japan seems to be slower to embrace change. For example, last month, the Japanese government for the first time approved the dynamic pricing for ride-hailing, which means basically that when you book a taxi online, as you do, for example, an Uber in overseas, the price is no longer fixed by the transport authority in Tokyo. So, for example, if you take a taxi, you will always pay the same price for the same ride. If you book for a taxi online, you will also do so. But now the taxi companies can ask you for a higher or lower price based on demand and all the features. This is something that has been there since basically 10 years ago, at least in many other places. But Japan took a long time because the Japanese consensus culture basically requires, politically speaking and socially speaking, requires that all the Japanese companies agrees for. And they didn't agree on that because they really didn't feel the need for until very recently, where again they're struggling. Taxi companies are struggling because the taxi sector, particularly, is a oversized one. They are struggling to find new businesses, so they think this can be a solution. And that applies to basically all their sectors in Japan. It applies to railways, it applies to buses, applies to aviation, etc., etc.